What's up YouTube? For this video, I'm really excited to share a new pickup I got recently. These shoes are very unique in a sense where I feel like they're definitely a conversation starter. My overall impression is that this shoe is really polarizing, especially within the sneaker community, and that most people actually are hating on this shoe. So as you can see right in front of you, these are a collaboration between Jordan Brand and CLOT, and this model is the Jordan Delta 2s. Right off the bat, when you take your first glance at them, you can tell they were inspired by the Air Jordan 13s in the Flint Colorway. But for this video, what I want to do is first I'll quickly break down the materials, then I'll talk about sizing, fit, and comfort, and then I'll actually give my overall thoughts and give you some hot takes on my overall impressions after wearing and owning these shoes for about a week. So that being said, let's get into it. Quick look at the box. Pretty much an all-around silver box. It's low-key reflective actually in the light. It's a dull silver until the light hits, then it has a bit of a shine to it. Here's the top of the lid, red Jordan Brand, red CLOT Brand, some subtle embossing with the 23, the Jordan logo, the CLOT logo. I'm not sure if the light's picking it up, but otherwise plain silver box. Size tag right there, Jordan Delta 2s in my true size of 9.5. All right, let's see it. White tissue paper. Oh. Here is a left shoe. Right off the bat, it feels really lightweight. Quick overview of the left shoe. This is the lateral side. Comes with this cool hang tag reminiscent of the 13s. Of course, you have the iconic navy mesh right here that resembles the 13 Flints. Kind of dark gray / black midsole. React cushioning in the midsole here. Toe box is like this white synthetic leather type of material. Nice and soft. Kind of plush to the touch actually. I think this strip right here is a strip of 3M material. Flint gray on the back of the heel. This is like a kind of a Nubuck type of material here. Turning to the medial side of the left shoe, you got the CLOT logo right there. And again, the shoe sits on React cushioning on the midsole. Top view of the shoe. The lacing system has a diagonal orientation to it. Kind of a double lacing system actually. You have these inner lace holes inside right here, which resemble the 10s. But you also have these outer lace holes right here too. Kind of interesting. I'm wondering how it's going to feel on feet later. And then moving to the tongue of this shoe, you got the CLOT logo right there. Nice university blue hit. And this tongue feels nice and thin. Also pretty much like a synthetic leather material to match this part. Here's the insole real quick. I don't want to take it out quite yet, but that's a pretty cool design right there. Definitely has the Asian-inspired designs. University blue pull tab on the heel. And then just at the bottom real quick, you got a pretty unique outsole design right here. A very bumpy kind of design. Again, I'll talk about performance later in the video on how this midsole and outsole holds up. Let's check out the right shoe real quick. That's kind of cool. This right shoe also does come with its own hang tag too. Pretty much same but different. Medial side of this shoe says 23, whereas the left shoe says CLOT. More 3M circular hits near the heel here. Same strip right there too, 3M. Same insole design on this side as well. From the top view, you can see the diagonal orientations of the laces. Left shoe has the CLOT logo on the tongue. Right shoe has a Jordan logo. Left shoe has CLOT on the medial side. Right shoe has 23. Otherwise, everything else is just about the same. Unfortunately, this shoe doesn't come with anything else. No extra laces, no extra accessories. Only comes with these two shoes. I guess if anything, they both come with separate hang tags, but that's about it. Alright, next let's talk about sizing and fit. Personally, I recommend true to size. For me, my true to size is 9.5, and with these I went 9.5, and it pretty much worked out for me perfectly. Something worth mentioning is that I really like the feel of taking this shoe on and off. The ankle collar on this sneaker does have a bit of a stretch to it, which if you've had any sock-like sneakers, it kind of feels like that. It allows you to stretch the ankle collar opening and it makes the process of taking your foot on and off a lot easier. If anything, they run like most other Nike sneakers, a little bit on the slim or snug side, but still true to size, was perfect, at least for me. I thought I'd share a couple of reasons on why I really gravitated towards this sneaker. Reason number one is that one of my personal grails that I really want and still don't have, at least not yet, are the Air Jordan 13s in the Flint colorway. Obviously, this model draws so much inspiration from that specific sneaker, and as soon as I saw these images surface online, I just really gravitated towards them because they reminded me of my grails. I personally would never pay over retail for any sneaker, no matter how bad I want it, and again, as soon as these surfaced, these just really reminded me of the shoes that I wish I had, but they do look pretty good too, and to be honest, they look even better in person. Reason number two is that just generally I'm more into low top sneakers. Low top sneakers are better for me because they look better on my body type. Me being a little bit on the shorter side, they look more proportionate to my body than high tops. And low top sneakers are also easier to take on and off, and they're just more refreshing to wear. Reason number three is that I was pretty much sold on the trailer. On CLOT's YouTube channel, they did an advertisement on these shoes, and on their video, they had a bunch of models and stuff doing some cool active activities. They had these models doing parkour, dancing, balling, and doing all these other active exercises or activities that I'm really into. So I really gravitated towards that. If you know me, you know I love my share of athletic trainers, so I really had to give these a try. Reason number four is that it just looks like an overall unique sneaker. Of course, it's a collaboration. It's on a kind of unique silhouette that you really don't see these days. I feel like the Jordan Deltas and the Delta 2s are just lifestyle sneakers that not a lot of people are really into or don't care too much about, but not seeing it often, it really makes me intrigued. As I mentioned earlier, it has inspiration from the Flint 13s that I'm really into, and being a collaboration with CLOT, it has these Asian-inspired themes. Putting that all together into a low-top lifestyle sneaker, I just couldn't resist, and I just thought it was pretty much a no-brainer. So this actually transitions me to the next segment. I wanted to do some hot takes on this sneaker. From what I was reading with the blogs, the websites, the comments sections, upon the release of this shoe, I just feel like this shoe was getting way too much hate. And I get it. I've been in the sneaker community for some time now, and I understand that there's this negative stigma behind Jordan sneakers, especially Jordan lifestyle sneakers. Some examples are like the Team Jordans or Jordan 1 mids. But basically, if a Jordan sneaker is not an OG or a retro inspired sneaker, it pretty much gets hated on and disrespected. Personally for me, I hope those specific people keep that same energy because I like to actually wear things that not a lot of people are wearing. Of course, I love my share of the OGs and the retros as well. They're just classics, you can't go wrong with them, and the history really runs deep with those sneakers. But I do feel like the Jordans have pretty much become much more oversaturated, especially in the past 5 to 10 years. And so while everyone else is rocking the popular stuff, I like to wear things that are either a little less talked about or a little less common. And that to me is what makes sneakers fun, is wearing stuff that you just like, regardless of how much hype it has. So my advice for any newer or younger sneakerheads out there is to just buy what you like. Try your best not to let any of this outside noise influence your own personal taste. And don't get me wrong, it is okay to be critical or express your dislike for something, but there's an extent in which if it gets to the point where you're just hating on a shoe just because everyone else is, at that point that's just like unnecessary negative energy, and I just feel like that's toxic to the sneaker community. So again, it's that simple. Just rock and buy what you like and stand by it. Just trust me, it'll make the hobby of collecting and rocking sneakers that much more enjoyable. And trust me when I say this, but it really is okay to steer away from the norm sometimes, and as long as you trust your own instinct and you pave your own personal journey towards your own unique taste, again, it'll make this hobby much more fun. So I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Are you into the Jordan Delta 2s? Do you own any other Jordan lifestyle sneakers outside of the OGs and the retros? I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. If you made it this far into the video, please do me a huge favor, hit that like button, it'll help me out a lot, and consider subscribing for more content on style, sneakers, and science. While you're at it, check out my other videos here or here. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.